Okay. Molweni Bethuna, and welcome to Conversations with Z. Igama lam ndinguZinhle Limba. Thank you so much for joining me today. So before I actually say what the topic is about, let me introduce, not really introduce, but it's a husband Mazela Putem, and then I think he's going to introduce himself. Ne? So I'm not even going to say but the one thing that I can say about Utemba, it's warmth, love, laughter. Like you literally feel the love. You have so much love, you have so much warmth, and people smile and they laugh about you. So it's someone that I love energy, and we have high power Utemba. This one time I'm coming over here as the son. Ngathi kukho into powerful mana phakathi ngaphakathi engasiphosa uba umkhokheli or a leader. So I'm like, I want to be surrounded by people like you because you are so positive. Anyways, yeah, so that's what that's who I have. Do you want to say who you are?
All right. Yeah, thanks so much for having me up, okay. Nduguthemba mna from apha eKapa because I was born here, but obviously sonke sisuke Eastern Cape. eCendane. So yeah, I don't know.
You don't know. Okay, it's fine. Uthemba was eKapa.
Yes,
oh, yes, obviously no Themba was eKapa.
I've always been dissed about that. No
Themba was eKapa. Actually, the topic of today is homosexuality, right? That's what we are going to talk about. I just feel like I honestly feel like there's lack of education when it comes to homosexuality. There's a lot of stigma when it comes to homosexuality. There's stereotypes, you know. Like unokole lo muntu ove perception yakhe about gays, lesbians and trans people yonke la nto uqonda like in 2021 do you really think like that yabo? So don't ndiqonda mandize nawe sincokole, because I feel like the more we have casual conversations,
yes,
the more abantu bekwazi ufunda from whatever experience yabo. Anyways, angathi kana nervous masele tell
me nervous.
Okay, so growing up,
yeah.
Okay, but before you call it up, Lgbqti, there's so many letters.
Yes.
I don't want to say you are gay, but you are not gay.
All right.
So what is your sexuality? What do you identify as? Are you bi? Are you gay? Are you straight? Are you... It's
Already it says yes, but today's topic is about
homosexuality.
So I don't know how you put it straight. But anyway, I'm a gay guy. I've learned and I've gotten to accept that. It's quite a topic that is very close to my heart, Lena, because it hasn't been easy for me. Some people it changes around us fine. Some people it was very easy. But for me, it's had a lot of downs and ups. Actually, I've only started experiencing the ups and go. So yeah, I am a gay man, and I'm actually proud of it, and I love it, and I'm happy in being gay.
And you said you've only experienced the ups now, meaning at some point you call an element to book was straight.
Okay.
So like masikale kanje ngokubukhula ubungumntana onjani, because uba khona were you like feminine, like ubungumntana udlala weight, did you check that what bedlala weight?
Yes, I think growing up I was very hyper too much in Tamidlala, and I had a lot of friends ezingamantombazane, even though it's called boys, because khula thina muselokishini apho there's a lot of kids, so by default by chomi wabonke, but I was mostly very close to and I've only got sisters. So I remember I used to go to a shop weight. Or something. I think obviously so you can't really blame them. But I think he could foresee about this boy who yes, yeah, because every time I remember even when I'm born a Caesar and just like when I tell them it was not a relative of mine, I'm too general mass from education. But so I grew up being very feminine, but funny enough, I can't zandidlali onodoli and and I was always outdoor. At some point, I used to play yes. So I did ball, I did cricket, I used to run, turn the athletics. But at the same time, I did weight, no kapu, no play tote, and all that. And I was actually good on
I can imagine.
So I can't exactly box myself, and I'm very feminine because at some point, so growing up, you are honestly yourself. You are not thinking of or trying to act a certain way because and then so I already started realizing like and maybe I'm being too feminine. Maybe I must lean more to the guy's side and be umjita and have a girlfriend.
What made you think of that? Like man being more of umjita because ukhule ungekho cognizant but more firm okanye ubudlala nje nabanye abantwana. You were just being you. So what made you decide about okay, being me is not really normal? I'm saying normal because like what made you change from who you were to?
Okay. So it's school when you and that's the family of your friends. So primary, I think grade 7, sons of me primary. So I had this group of friends. It was only guys. And we were there, stuff like about clean the school, about neat, teachers' favorites and stuff like that. So we had this group of friends, and then any group of friends. So by default, we almost like had a relationship with them. So that's their girlfriends.
Okay.
So I found myself having a girlfriend. So you kind of like. Okay, and so I think because it's the right thing to do. You don't know anything because remember at the time I was Dapper Pinky, I was funny, I was fun.
So you think this is the only option?
Yes. So Danilo and the girlfriend, and then I went to high school. Nalapo, you befriend with Abafan. Because you sort of like rub against any job. You go, okay, man, sure, this is the right thing. Make a girlfriend or no girlfriend. So Namos by default. So in high school, the girlfriend is stable in your high school.
Okay.
A very stable one. And Taylor couple as a school in song as and everyone knows this couple and stuff like that. So and then in high school, that's when I realized, man, I need to be big guy up. Let me stop this thing of and do whatever. Let me just be a guy because obviously girlfriend. So I thought that was a normal thing. So I kind of like adjust yourself until you can't adjust it anymore.
Until finish, but like I feel like I am. So basically, is it a character that you step into, or does it come natural to you? Because sometimes you find other gay and in a closet type of guys trying to be more manly than they are. So did you maybe step into a character where you spoke a certain way that you wouldn't speak simply to sound more manly?
That's correct. With me personally, because people have got different experiences. But for me, I used to get into this character when I'm with certain people. So I remember when I was at varsity now, or even in high school still. So when I'm with certain people in the class, I need to be like so or teta in a certain way because the logo. I know can't teta when I'm originally me, it's gonna come out that because I speak like that. Sorry. So
because I honestly sorry to cut you. I honestly cannot imagine Utemba a teta. Because I met you already like this, and I met you at a space where it was comfortable for you to be you. So I don't know any other Temba than this. So Utemba try number 1. Zandla. And your voice it's not as so like I'm sure it must have been strenuous.
And it was very strenuous, and sometimes you forget, or sometimes you have a drink or two, then you come out, then you are yourself. You know what I mean? And you can't control it because now you are tipsy and you want to be flamboyant. You want to be, but
you want to be colorful.
But then you're thinking, "Ish, my girlfriend is here." So it's something that you grow up knowing for sure. For me personally, I don't generalize. I'm not saying everyone experiences the same thing. Some people are born that way; they don't have to come out. Some people you can literally see because I think also it was in my mindset because when I came out, you're like, but you was confused and growing up because
Yeah,
they were changed. What girlfriends or teen. So it's not because you want a girlfriend because ufuna or something or something. But at the time, remember, at the time you are not dating a guy. You don't know this thing of dating a guy, but you just know inside that you find certain guys attractive, but you don't know what's happening to you.
When you are dating this girl, whoever she was, did you have romantic feelings for Yena? Was there part of your combo like, you know what, I am romantically in love with this person. I can see myself, not particularly with that person, but like you as born so did you genuinely like love the girl to a romantic extent, not just as a human being or as a friend?
At the age that I started dating Amanda, I had never dated a guy before. I could only see that I like this guy, but you probably think I like them as a human being. You know what I mean? Because you're not exposed to a lot of things. So I started thinking, obviously having a girlfriend, have a home. It's a normal thing that you should be doing as a
normal.
Yes. So I thought, and then I think that itself, it gets engraved in your mind that it generates interest to want this thing, to want the girlfriend, to want to be around space. So yes, I've been with the girlfriends that I've dated before. I've loved them. It is not a matter of trying to but it was a genuine love for that person. And also, but it's just that it gets to a point where you lose the interest, because now as you grow up and you're getting exposed to a lot of things, so you're kind of like, I'm not sure if I want this.
You're not sure if this is fully you. Now, probably other people are wondering this. I'm gonna ask when you're brave enough to ask. Were you ever at any point when you were with the girl, like you felt like but not go intimate?
Yes, I got that a lot. So remember, that happened at the time where I knew what was going on in my life. I knew that I am either I'm a bisexual man or I'm a gay man or whatever. So but then you don't want it. You really don't want it to happen, because because we come basically the family or friends, the society, because obviously the world at the time it was like really straight. So you meet certain, like, people die family. This girl is my type, but I'll be wasting your time if even on phone or anything. But the thing is, if Sajola ideas because it can happen once or twice, but after that I'm gonna lose interest, and then I'm gonna want it again, because it's not exactly what feel.
You want.
Yes.
So then you can definitely say, but you're not bisexual, you are definitely gay.
Yes.
Because if you were bisexual, you'd be like, okay, I can still take this.
So my journey was it was a journey, because at the end I transitioned. I'm not from being only straight up to a point where I used to have a girlfriend, but sort of like sometimes every now and then you see like a really cute guy, many things happen, and then you're not sure what's going on, and then look at a girlfriend, maybe a guy for some time, but I'm not sure what the guy, but because girlfriend. So, and then up to a point I was like, no, what stuff the grand girls, because
it's not really. When do you start exploring with guys? I'm gonna say exploring as in like you knew at some point, but okay, you know what, I am attracted to guys, ne? So when did you first like discover, but like didn't crash okay, I think I find this one cute, and I think this is not normal, because the finish galendlela towards guys and not girls.
That's I want to lay you. So in high school already I knew now, especially like grade 12. That's the time I was like, I'm finding certain guys really cute at school.
You're from my class.
No, maybe later, I don't know, we'll see. And then we got to varsity. I was to go with Resmus. And I was like, And literally very few people know me here. But even though it's a like Cape Town, it's still from the AWC. So everyone is and then you get to see everyone ever all the provinces. So let's go in. I come to Zanbon was because in America, ikasekhaya mama bazanibona okanye ubani kuzovakala ingxenye yokuchaza ekhaya and stuff like that. So ever city I didn't girlfriends all the time, and then I had a stable girlfriend. So smart on and off every now and then this other time when we're off. So there's a place in Bush called the Barn. So we at the Barn this day, and I met this guy. I knew that this guy was kind of like trying to pursue me. I wasn't sure whether he was at that time. I'm not sure if he was straight or I was straight or I also hadn't explored anything about being gay at the time, but he would come to my room at any time of the day. When I come to student center, then I'd go short no call student center, go to windows. I still library still the kabaya no sibuye ngo 10 ebusuku ufike mhlawumbe eroomini yami ufika ngikhage ngene room show. But I'm not sure what's going on. Exactly. So I'm like, okay, I'm not sure. What are we doing? And also, I'm on phone and go with this guy. I used to tell him because I had friends, and a lot of my friends were girls at school. But I'm jabby like him. Then they grew girls. I'm like, yeah, loud. Yes, as you school. The girl mom is a work. But I have to point out this one. This one, she's actually still a very close friend of mine. Say too. She was very, very loud, and she used to laugh a lot. So. I was like, we need to be careful because also I'm not sure why it's I don't know because when Rosa was a figure. Exactly, because Chomyam was nice and he's not gay, he's not known to be gay. But we used to do that all the time. So this other time, so at the band, and then we started talking with this guy, and then he wasn't really much of a drinker. So I've always been much of a drinker. So we go, and he's like, no, I think we should. So maybe let's go to a room. You can finish drinking by a room. I've got a drink. So I was okay, sure. And like at this time, I had never done nothing.
So I was so excited.
So we get to his place and we start chatting. And then so things lead to what
anything flows.
Yes. So now I'm kissing this guy, but I don't know where we're getting to because I don't know what else to do with him.
So I kiss and then
I'm not sure what else to do with him because like okay, so I kiss at the teen because I've never done this and I've only dealt with girls. I know exactly what to do with girls. So we did, whatever that we did. So we woke up in the morning. So I'm like, you know that awkwardness. And the straight go almost and we realize. And now I remember, guys.
And you told me your jam.
Hey. And they always know Bandi. If I told me I'm to ban, but go on, they could go where am I? So of that is story that is DP. I'm not sure what's gonna go on, but no. I was like, no, what? Sorry, if there was nothing about me, I can quickly dismiss an awkward situation. So I was like, good show fit. I want to home so much.
After he kisses us, guys, zippy hugs.
Yeah, no, we don't do it at the time.
You know what catch?
No, I was like, no.
And
was all my accent. So I went to lie around all the time, and then apparently people show me that I never know exactly.
Anonymous.
Yeah, but so that was the time that I started. Then I was like, that was nice. Trust me, it'll never go back. So I'm like, okay, that was nice. Maybe again. But we never, because after that I was like, we became cool buddies as per normal.
We've never really
spoken about it with mates, nobody. Because remember, even then, we were not really close friends, but he was like, nothing, okay, we click, sure.
Have you seen him now that you openly.
I haven't, hey?
Would it not be nice to see him?
And it's not really on social media, so I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe it would be nice to see him.
Guys, also, Utema just shared his first time on TV. Catch that for the first time. Conversations with Z. Anyways, so what was hard about being in a closet? I remember like this other time, and I'm like, oh, trying to go closet. I went to show me the closet. Yeah, I will lace. I still through your closet.
Because I remember every now and then, because I always liked, even now, I like dressing up. I like looking good, and I like, even if you're going to win, I say, you know, let's hype it up. Let's not be man, like you said.
Yeah.
I think we're similar in that aspect.
Yeah.
So let's hype it up, guys. What's going on? And like,
So,
so a lot of straight guys, even though back when I was but a lot of straight guys are normally like chilled. If you're a person on a life of yet already, so I used to get that a lot, and you tell me offender because the local offend them and then so that the figure away. Hey, let's show me how you can't use it. Okay, Chambi, I'm not sell, I'm say, and you're like, yo, babes, that's so yes, but
it's like a TV one.
And nobody come moving again. Do lala, but baby can see it because you're not interested.
Red flags, the keeper you got to winning.
Was TPs upon the navigation show live. Umntana abantu ukhethile okanye ugraduka sawuhlala kodwa ekseni isources ungqamleba ewuleqane awuleqa nix ngasam because kaloku awusupopa yabo so
being the hardest thing for you was not being yourself fully
yeah. It was hard because umzekelo said if I go to a space where there's gay people I don't want to be too comfortable there. I don't want to drink too much okanye mhlambi didn't be too comfortable because now I'm going to start be like, the
gay guy in you is gonna come out.
So I'm like, hey, guys, I about gay because I remember if I said to me, I didn't have a lot of gay friends.
Were you homophobic towards gay guys?
At some point, yes.
Like what makes the homophobe? Because what happened, I actually just called out on Yumtu, and it's not my place there.
Yeah,
okay. Like I think this person is gay, right? Which is fine, and which is also fine. But uyandidika xa ezawuthi xa bona abanye abantu enze i-remarks homophobic because ingathi ufuna kushifte focus from yena to that person.
Yes,
like I'm calling out wathi sibukeni wathi sistabale sisters.
No.
What do you know so much about gays? Because are you gay?
Yeah.
I had to just step in because I was like, why are you making other people uncomfortable?
Yeah.
But anyways, we were not talking about that. I just wanted to know, were you homophobic towards Abani? Was it an insecurity? What made you homophobe?
I wouldn't say that I was really, really homophobic, but I would say maybe I was really uncomfortable around them. And when the topic arises, most of the time I would keep quiet or I'd say as little as I can.
Yeah.
Because I know that at some point it's gonna come out to the home. And I remember I had a friend, he's a very close friend of mine. We've always been, so we grew up together. There was a time where I felt like he was pushing me out of the closet because he would always want to have this conversation. Temba, oh, sure, gay. And at the time I felt really uncomfortable, so we had a big fight about it. Where I remember he thought that I had made out to this other guy, and which I did.
He didn't think he knew.
Yeah, which I did, but I was denying it, and he saw it, and I hated it. And then he saw that and he told my sister about it, which is what I hated the most. But at the time we started for a couple of years.
Seriously.
Yeah. And then because I was like, I don't know, now it's not exposed and work in that close school. I'd walk me so tight, like we're so close. And even when I went back to him, I told him I knew that happened, and then I'm so sorry, and I apologize. I had pain foot, And
I'm sure he was just excited that you are fully yourself.
and he's always been, and I've realized that very late in life that he's always been a person that wants to see me happy, because he knew that if I'm gay, I'm going to be happy. Like a lot of people even now are always telling me that, Temba, can you see yourself now, how happy you are?
Yeah, even your skin looks good.
Thank you. How happy you are, and how we know that you've come a very long way. And I used to have a really, I don't know what you call it, facade.
Facade.
Yeah, I used to really wear this face, but I'm very happy. I'm happy. I'm happy, and I'm literally straight. I'm cherries. I have a girlfriend, but I knew, but this is not what I want.
Bullshit.
It's okay at some point.
Yeah. Anyways, so what was the hardest thing? Now you date guys,
yes.
I'm not sure if you're dating. Single. Anyway, I don't know. When I get there. Okay, so now that you are fully I just must even coming out but now that you are fully your okay, let me start with the coming out rather.
Okay. Yes.
How did you come out? Did you get caught? Did you call a meeting and have a dinner and say, "Mom and Dad, I'm gay"? How did you come out? Social media.
So what happened is it was I didn't really call everyone and say, "Hi guys, I'm out now." So this friend of mine, a very close friend of mine, is a straight guy. We've always been friends from university. We're very close. I was I can't him sometimes. Let's not last click on Facebook. But we estimated 2 weeks ago. So he goes. So I stayed in Joburg now, and then he has some interview and audition in Joburg. So he wants to be there for like a week or so. So he asked me, can I figure out work on that so that the baby? I was like, no, sure. Any time I figure home. And then he arrives there. Actually, before I figure Joburg, I'm Zobane Pat. Like not in the part, that's what the prime and the choir, so to deliver voice of the nation. Sorry. So we won a lot of people, but that's not one flat, flat in nature. So Chums was can you come to your place? Saturday and also Fletcher chat. No. Okay, sure, come guys. But easy one. Like, and then speech, I can say it. So now I already know ichomza lapha eGauteng zizibona ndifike masifana free
ufike pha wangu
akho akulobani kaloku akumndazipha and now I'm like ichomza lapha ziyayazi and a lot of friends know, and I've done things with boys in front of them. They know about me. He doesn't know he's from Cape Town. Maybe he's heard a few things before, but he doesn't know.
He's heard, he suspects, but he doesn't really know.
Yes, this is a friend of mine that is very close to my family, to my, like very close. So I'm like, okay, sure. I'm like, okay, do I tell him or do I not tell him? Or can I just allow him just to see what's going on? Because the majority of people, is gay people, gays and lesbians. He gets there, I think we'll figure on the Friday, because this is a Friday evening, Saturday. I figure on Saturday. And then he gets there and I want to start coming in. And really I'm panicking, but I'm like, So I'm like, okay, I'm fine, man. I'm not saying anything, and I can be party. Then we decide to go to there's a close by place, Shanty Town. We decided to go there. I had this other friend of mine, Cisa was a Joburg. She's very outspoken. Like you can never hide anything from her. Like she's that one person. You'll say it now, she's gonna say it in the next hour. She's like, and then I must have a gay at the Shanty Town. So I'm like, okay, sure. But yeah, I'm going to say, so I'm not supposed to say that because I don't go.
Now I'm going to say
but it's like, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, speech works. But speech time he never any more questions. Okay, sure, no, it's okay. And then he just asked me, so does your family know? Does your sister know? The one that I'm very close to. Does your best friend know? There's a friend of mine who Parklands. Does she know? Like, no, the both of them, they don't know. So, and and my family doesn't know. But anyway, you can tell them. And I said it like in passing, but but so now I'm free, I'm drinking. Hey, listen, so Sibu, it's Abu as a Cape Town. Don't I get a very long message from my sister first? That's it. Yo, I got the message and I've always known, I've always known that I love you.
Okay.
I've always known, and I always love you. I respect. I was like, oh, so he went and told them. But anyway, so it was sweet. And then also I get from my best friend Mips and I.
I was preaching, guys. I
don't know. So yeah, so and then apparently I don't know how he got them together and to tell them, but it was a beautiful thing. I appreciated that very, very much from him because it was never ever gonna happen
without him doing it. Yeah.
Well, and after that I got a message from my older sister again, who was sister. I'm just dala divile man send vile ba, but anyway I came like dala na go kula so adiwena to kula like to born so oh, this is so lovely, but this thing there must never go to my dad.
Yeah,
should anything happen, but because you never know about my dad and stuff like that, but I really appreciate it. So that's how.
Did it ever get to your dad?
No.
Okay.
If it did, I don't know.
Okay.
So after that, so and now they know. So then the rest of my sisters knew as well. So a few of my cousins then got to know. But that's how I would literally say that was me coming out. Besides the video that I did recently.
On Facebook, yeah, because on Facebook, tell me better the questions because on Facebook he was like, yo, I can't believe but the kid does it straight. And I was like, this is a conversation I would love to have.
Yes.
Conversations with this one. That's any time, and then this is where you are. Like also with that said, like go when guys like my other friend utinobana gutata akho lunobele kanjena so because I would be the first time bonke kulothemba bethuna like kulothemba noba kho space umuntu makahlale ndikhumule this one time singe that transport at some point but I said umuntu sidalwa sizonalambisa because it's like noba kuzanyo matlasi like ingathi kusezilaleni mosapho kunjalo ukuthi hayi bo umuntu makahlale like kokoni you so welcoming. You guys are very close like you would say age gap here nobody shana ngonyaka even though it's not the case. That because of the tightness.
Yes, I think sorry I think like you mentioned on my dad, I think so rest in peace, he passed away in 2019. So he was that person. He was a person of everyone. Like you'd swear like ubufikile ekhaya ezilalini you'd soba noma khoi just because corner, and that's how nathi sikhulise ngayo. We've never had into mhlambe ekhaya kuthiwa sixabana over petty things that call us but we've never had like big things but it was hectic. No, he never entertained those things. So I think we from that and literally what's the kaya? I was telling guys if you
know the spirit like with all your siblings like, but you know there's so much love, there's so much unity. Because you practically do everything together.
Yes, exactly.
Concert as friends. No sister bagatheba. So like how did you hide? Not how did you hide? Why?
The main reason for me to really hide it from them because I knew those and they love me so much and I love them so much, as well as my very close friends. You know when you're in the closet you always get personal attacks from people. I'm in the closet and I've had that before where people were really forcing me out of the closet on social media at some point. Abanye abantu every time bahleli ubona topic ngathi ngawe wena tindo yakho so you get attacked a lot. So they used to fight those battles for me. Like they used to be the forefront. Like you'd never touch me. Like I didn't even have to say anything.
Because the girls they fight you.
Yes, even like social media. Like when there was a time where there was a really bit of a personal attack to me about me coming out of the closet, that I need to come out, blah blah. It was a whole big thing. But my siblings, my friends were like, no. So and so it makes me difficult now to go back, because like, guys, that thing that was on Facebook. That thing that was on Facebook. They were actually right. Yes. So yes. How do I go back to them? So I was like, no. Let me just keep it. Try and hide it from them until the right time. Yeah. And I think the right time came. Yeah. But you know what? Now I always feel like I sit down and I'm like, I wish I'd come out earlier. I wish even during varsity days, I'll be more happier. Yeah, you are happier. Well, I am, but it could have happened earlier. Yes. Yeah. So, but I'm very grateful for them. I don't want to lie. I appreciate them every day. Yeah. Now, before you go because this is about being gay and whatnot. One of the last questions, I think it's the last. You have a daughter. Yes. You have a daughter. You have a baby mama. Yes. How is that now that you are gay? Is it something that you like speak about? Like, does your child know that you are gay? Is it a conversation? So I'm only 6. It's not a conversation that I've had with her. But I was very smart, man. I think she knows already. She's very savvy. She watches TV. She likes reality shows. She's everywhere, so she knows the different kinds of people, and she knows. And the thing is, when I'm with her now, I've never had to tell baby my mom that what's going on, but I think she knows. Yeah. And it was not the reason why we broke up. And maybe I'm not sure if she's. Well, she should have told me, but I don't know. I don't think she's told my daughter. But I think she knows now. What do you think your daughter knows? Yeah, baby mom. I think she knows, because I remember the other time when Lgbqti we were watching. I think it was Idols, where she asked me, "Daddy, do you like some easy?" I'm like, okay, the question, Lena, I think so. So I'm around here, and I don't always try and be dated. Okay, I'm myself, and which is okay, and I won't do wrong. She still calls me daddy. So no, if there's one thing I don't want is to be a girl. Okay, I'm fine there. No, it's also beautiful, because I had this is the queer wall, I think. I think I need to call it the queer wall, because I had to interview Nororo Apa. She's queer. I remember. Right? And then she has a daughter now, okay. And then I would say she's lesbian, but she's not lesbian, you guys. She's queer, yeah. But like as a letters. So then she said, I'm like, because you have a baby girl. But because and you dressing like a man. So I didn't have to have a conversation. She knows I have a girlfriend, because I said, Mommy, don't like she already knows. Yes. So kids are actually smart. Yeah, kids, I think they grow up with what they used to. So if they see you like this, what's gonna confuse them is you changing and be somebody else. Okay. Sorry, because but the conversation just flowed. For someone that's watching this video, what would you like them to take away from this? So, for someone that's watching, especially, I'm not going to direct it to somebody who is queer or straight, but try and love people for who they are and what they are, even out of the homosexuality, sphere. But just try and make sure that you accept people for who they are, because we end up getting into depression because we think we are scared of those who love us and those who we love, because that's we're naked to them of who we are. And also, if you are maybe in the closet, you do not really have to feel the pressure to come out. And maybe you don't have to come out. and be happy where you are. And if you want, because what's unique about me is that I was in the closet, but I wanted to come out. So some people are safer in the closet because they want it that way. So keep it that way and be happy and just enjoy it. Be yourself, be fully yourself, because it affects your character, it affects your personality.
Identity.
Yes, and now you are gonna. These are affect an integrity because at some point man folk keep on lying, because I found myself at some point yes, because I mustn't say I was with one man because one is known to be gay. I must say but I don't now. So just kind of like be
happy. This was quite informative, Winatema. Thank you so much for coming. I think, sometimes we want to be supportive, right? Not realizing that we're actually pushing people out of the closet. And it's not safe. Okay, there's so many things that they're still battling with.
Yes.
There's so much internal conflict that they're facing. Yet Puma. But also what I like is that you are also highlighting, as much as you're saying if that's safe for you,
yes, but
you also highlighting, but it's freer, you are happier when you live your truth. Because for him, I think the whole concept of Italian actually is about liberating yourself mentally, because I feel like we are chained. How are we going to be received? Yes. The whole point of life is to experience life the best way that you know how, without limitations. So yeah, if anything, be happy, live your life. If you have liked this video, please do like, comment, and subscribe. If you've learned anything, and also please don't forget to share the video, because someone might need to hear this conversation. Bye, you guys. Bye, again.
Hi, again.